All right, here we go, Coach. And killing it out there. You just got done with a workout. You're not even breathing hard. You're making fat guys like me feel jealous about what you get to do for a living. How long you been here?
So this is my 4th year on staff.
Okay.
It's been great. These guys are awesome. We got no problems. We just have good, hardworking kids that want to do a great job.
You know, you're an Iowa guy,
Yep.
right? Are you bringing any of that Iowa style into this room? What's your touch that you're putting on this program?
Well, I think, some of the big things I've learned is don't try to make guys wrestle a style that's not theirs. There's going to be things that are universally helpful, and there's going to be things that we have to do well. There's fundamental things that we all have to do well, but don't try to make a guy somebody he's not, right? So I think for us, in our program, we want everybody to be the best version of themselves. And everybody has skills that they already bring to the table. I'm not trying to change guys, I'm trying to add to them. I'm trying to add and help guys become complete wrestlers. But we do have some things that are team culture things. We're going to wrestle a hard pace. We're going to push guys around. We're going to try to be physical. We believe that there's not a lot of teams training like us. And we're a working team. We're a running team. We're a lifting team. We're a hard working team. And we're going to try to beat guys up.
So as a fan, as a naive wrestling fan that sits on the couch and watches guys like this on the mat, is that new, or is that philosophy new? It's not a one-size-fits-all philosophy. Is that new, or is that the way it's kind of always been? Because to me, it seems like you got to be a robot wrestler. You got to go out there and you got to hand fight hard. You got to do all the things that you mentioned, but especially the Iowa style that maybe gets a bad rap. It's I
don't think it's got a bad rap. I think it's a style that for a long time nobody could duplicate or match. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think it was successful, right? And I think like I said, there's certain things that are going to be universally successful. If you can make the other guy wrestle you really hard, you have a higher chance of winning, right? So, like I said, our guys wrestle hard. We need to get to where we're making other people wrestle us hard. That's kind of the evolution of this. Is I think that we have hardworking guys, but we need to bring those other the opponent into the deep end, and really make them a little bit afraid. Or this guy's not stopping, this guy's coming at me, this guy's right. And so I think if we kind of pinpoint what we're trying to get out of our guys, versus the Iowa style, is they're gonna hand fight hard, they're gonna wrestle hard. We're trying to do the same things, and we believe we have an advantage in that area. So.
Okay, on the softer side of things as far as culture goes, I walked into the beginning of practice, and there was a sit-down round table going on where some of the wrestlers were saying, "You're gonna have to help me." They were saying things that maybe some of their teammates had done well.
Sure. So we call it celebrating excellence.
Okay.
And we want to celebrate the great things that are going on, and it could be just small things, they could be big things, and we want to celebrate with guys when they're having successes, because we believe that's really what it's all about. Is we know here we're trying to be great. We're trying to be great on the mat, but we also know these guys are going on to lead a lot of other people, right? And we want to send them off with a great style of leadership that allows them to be positive with the people they're leading, and that allows them to celebrate small things along the way, because there's going to be hard things they do, right? There's going to be setbacks, especially in their line of work. They're training to be war fighters. It's a tough line of work, right? And so I think it's really important that we not walk around all serious all the time, and we want to celebrate little things with these guys. We want them to come in here, be excited, and have some joy, and have it helps us with how they deal with their teammates, and you know what I mean. There's just been no downside to it. It's been all good.
Definitely brings a lighter side to the team. A lot of laughter, a lot of backslapping, and some laughing. So I found it to be really, really cool to watch from an outsider. It's neat. It's
Well, it's great. Like I said, we got good guys, and we want to keep bringing out the best in them. And some of these guys, it's hard here, right? It's a hard school. They've got a lot of demands on them, and we don't want them coming in here mopey. We want them to celebrate the little things that they're doing really well, because we have a lot of things that we're doing really well. We just had 8 guys get a perfect score on their physical fitness test. That's really hard to do. Mm-hmm. We had a bunch of guys on that became academic All-Americans last year. I forget if it was I think it was 8 or 9 academic All Big 12. So we're doing the right things on and off the mat. We're doing the right things. Maybe we haven't been doing them long enough, and so we can't get frustrated. We can't get in a rut. We got to come in excited every day. So.
What's the lifestyle like around campus here? For fun, for culture, outside of wrestling.
Sure. I think where we're located is a big part of that. We're here in Colorado Springs, and there's mountains galore all around us. So we want guys to take advantage of those opportunities when they have them. And obviously wrestling's first, and we want them to be safe. But if they want to get outside and mountain bike or fly fish or climb some mountains, we're all about that. And I think we have a big kind of culture of that on our team. We've got some younger guys that went out on a camper all together, and they're having a great time with that and just getting out and seeing what this place has to offer. And so we have a lot of outdoor fun, I would say.
As we sit here today, and this is being filmed, the USA had a lot of success on the mat at Worlds, and it was one of the things that you celebrated at the beginning of practice. You said USA, and here we are in the down the road from the Olympic Training Center. How important to you is it to emulate what here we're at a service academy. These guys are going to serve their country. How important is all of that wrapped up in the pride of representing the USA? Well,
I think we get to rub shoulders with those guys a lot, and we get to be around those guys a lot. So I think you get to see what genuine, hardworking people they are, and so I think that's kind of where that comes from. Is like it's pretty easy to be fans of a lot of our guys right now. There's a lot of people that are good men, strong leaders, good family men. And I think a lot of our success comes from our work. So that's kind of like right in line with what we believe in. And when we're down there, we see that played out. Right? We see that in real life, and we see the passion that a lot of these guys bring into what they're doing. And I'll tell you, like, none of these guys that are doing well today, I can tell you firsthand, none of these guys treat it like it's just a job or just a thing they're doing. It is a passion. It is a passion. So it's really easy to be a fan.
And nobody better than Jordan Burroughs.
Oh gosh.
To emulate what you're talking about. He embodies that every single day, right? So being around him, I'm sure is awesome when you get a chance to do that. Congratulations to him, right?
For sure.
Is he the greatest of all time?
I think so, and I think it's not even about like his talent. It's about his consistency. It's about his mentality. It's about how he helps other people around him be good. And so I think not only is it he's got the accolades, but it's everybody that he comes into contact with gets better with just being around him. So.
All right, Coach. Tell me what's going on now. This is an RTC practice, so
Sure.
It's a preseason. What do the next few weeks look like for you?
So we're kind of finish up our preseason here in the next 3 weeks. We've been doing a lot of running, a lot of lifting. We're lifting 4 days a week right now. We're getting on the mat probably 4 days a week on average. Our RTC is pretty cool because it allows us to bring some outside people in. It allows us to work with our prep school guys some because they're down in a different part of campus, so we don't get to see them as much. And it allows a lot of we have some guys that are younger guys from the OTC up here training with us. So I think it just helps us surround ourselves with all the resources that we can, and it's a great environment.
All right.
So.
Well, I appreciate the time you having me out. You guys rolled out the red carpet for me, or the blue carpet, or whatever we're going to call it. This is fantastic, man. It's good to shed light on a service academy for a guy like me that had two young men that wrestled, didn't even consider going to a service academy because there's a certain stigma about that. And I'd love to shatter that stigma. Looks like these guys aren't robots to me.
Not at all.
Looks like they all have great personalities, and they're going to turn out to be fine young men. There's no doubt about it.
These guys just are normal men who have put themselves in a great position to do some awesome things here. There's opportunities here that you can't do anywhere else, right? And so they're just men that have service on their hearts. They see the honor in serving their country, and they see the cool things they're going to get to do and how they're set up for life when they leave here. So we just got good, hardworking kids, man, and we're gonna help them have all those opportunities and be awesome on the mat at the same time.
All right, good luck to you. We'll be watching.
Thank you.